two, one. Hi, everyone. This is Patty from RPT Virtual Services, and welcome to our YouTube channel. I have been out of action for a while. Robert's taken over a few of the videos that I was scheduled to be doing. It's just not been a fun start to this year in general, and hopefully things are getting back on track. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about smart job selection on Upwork, and next week, I'm going to be talking about some changes that are going to be occurring in Upwork during the month of May. And then one of the videos during May, I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I corrected that were causing some of my problems. And I'm hoping that this will be of some value to anybody that sits and works at their desk. So May is going to be an interesting month, and I hope you keep watching our YouTube channels and look for that particular video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be on changes that I made to my work habits and workspace in general. But today I'm going to be talking about how to choose the right jobs on Upwork so that you can work smarter and not harder. Okay, so now why does this even matter? Well, it matters because choosing the right jobs saves you, the freelancer, time. It increases your chances of getting hired, and more importantly, it reduces your stress and burnout, and it builds strong client relationships, which that is your goal, strong client relationships. So what makes a good fit job? Okay, well, one that aligns with your skills, has clear expectations, a clear job description, has a realistic budget, and is offering you fair pay for the work that you're going to be doing, and that the client has some history so you can check things out. So what are some green flags that you should be looking for? Well, the first one we tell all of our new clients is verified payment. Don't work for somebody that's not verified on Upwork. Verified payment means that they've vetted their payment, the way they make their payments to their clients on Upwork. And when they post a job, they have to pay upfront to Upwork before they even hire a client. So you know that you're going to get paid for the job, okay? That the job always has a good detailed job description. It's not vague. And that it's in a professional tone. And you want to check what other freelancers are saying about that client. Are they responsive? I mean, if you have questions and they don't get back to you for days and you have a deadline to get the job done, it could be a problem. Understanding budgets. Always evaluate the budget to make sure that it makes sense for the amount of work that they're or that they're requiring. You don't want a job that pays too little. And I mean, even though it's probably your dream to get paid a lot for a job, you don't want it to be an outrageous amount either, because that's another red flag. We tell all of our clients when they're first starting out, make sure you take fixed versus hourly, because in the beginning, when you're a new freelancer, and sometimes even when you're an established one, you don't know how long it's going to take you to do a job. So fixed price tends to be better for both freelancer and client. Um, if most of the freelancers take 5 hours to do a job and you're taking 1 hour to do that job, fixed price is definitely better. And another thing you want to look at, and we've talked about this in prior videos, is scope. You want to make sure the scope matches the pay. Okay. Client history clues. Always check the client side on the job. All right. You want to check the client's history. How long have they been on Upwork? Um, are the reviews from freelancers positive? What's the average hourly rate? Are they paying freelancers? Now, that average hourly rate is sometimes a little misleading, especially on fixed price jobs. Okay, because they treat fixed price jobs as a set number of hours. So that's a little misleading, but you want to make sure there's some substance to that amount. And you want to make sure that they're actively hiring people. Some red flags that you should be looking for. Vague job descriptions or unrealistic expectations. And again, that payment verified. Does it say that? And actually read the freelancer reviews. Don't just look at the star number, read the reviews. Because if there's a lot of people leaving 4 and 5, a lot of freelancers leaving 4 and 5 star reviews, but they're not, sorry about that, but they're not giving any details. Sometimes freelancers do that, hoping that the client will give them a good review, but they didn't like working with the client. So you got to be careful. You want to read the details and see what people are actually saying about it. Look for hidden red flags. Look for the language in the job description and see if there's any scope creep possibility. Another big one is if they ask you to go off platform. Never, ever, 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 and I can't say that enough, never go off platform. The descriptions are, oh, no, I'm sorry, I lost track of my thinking there. You want to make sure you don't see the words 24 hours needed, or need it this week, or need it tomorrow. You don't want things urgent. And you want to have a reasonable amount of skills that are required to do the job. Okay, you don't want an outrageous number because I'm trying to think of what the saying is that you're a master of all, or you know how to do everything, but you don't know how to do one thing very well. Okay. A master of all trades, or you know all trades, but you're a master of none. I forget how the saying goes. I don't know why I'm blanking on that, but you get the idea. You don't want to have them asking for 20 different skills, okay? Because they're being unrealistic. And I created this little quick checklist for you. And I suggest maybe you do a screenshot of this or whatever, but you want these answers to be yes. Do you have the skills to do the job comfortably? Is the budget fair? Is the client legit? Not every client on there is a reputable client. Okay. Upwork gets some scams, and if you find that the client is a scam, report it to Upwork. The client will never find out who reported them to Upwork. And you want to make sure that there's clear expectations. So, to wrap up, be selective. Trust your gut instincts. They are always 99% of the time, your gut instinct is correct. Apply strategically for jobs. Just don't go and apply willy-nilly on for every job that's out there thinking, okay, the more I throw at the wall, something is going to stick. Okay, be strategic. And remember, Your goal is long-term success. Okay. So you want to have long-term success. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video next week, which it will be released on time. I will be doing that, and I will be talking about the changes that are upcoming on Upwork and what you need to do to safeguard yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you need coaching, reach out and contact us. Our email is info@rptvirtualservices with an s.com. And be sure to check out our website. And on our website, we have blog posts that you can go and check out. We have little tips and tidbits, and we hope you have a great week. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.